Okay, so this is a memorial to my brother and his wife's, my brother's mother-in-law and his wife's mom. She lived on their property. Her name was Libby. She's a wonderful lady. She decided to have when there was a memorial for her or a funeral or something. She didn't want anybody sad, so she asked for kind of like a barbecue in tribute of remembering her. So she didn't want to have any shed tears or anything. So we had a nice little prayer service. We had a wonderful meal. Had visited a whole bunch of her friends, and of course family. So I hope you like these pictures that I've used. I've used the Nikon Z7 II, and I used the Viltrox 85 millimeter, and I did some videos and pics on it. So further ado, I'm going to show you something else. The stars of my show is Buddy and Wanda sleeping soundly this whole afternoon, but they're doing great. So let's get into the video. So here's some relatives. Here's my niece in the blue flower shirt with her iPhone taking a picture. And I think I'm going to try to minus that a little bit. Yeah, that's the full picture right there. Yeah, we'll just leave it just like that. So she's taking a picture of the Easter Bunny. And I'll move it down right here. And this is her daughter, Layla, looking for Easter eggs. So I thought that was an adorable picture. I sent that to her mom. And I sent this picture to my brother. So this is Naomi, my niece. Here's her older sister and her niece. But that's Naomi. And then here's the Easter Bunny. So that was kind of a nice treat for the kids. Taking other pictures. And I'm trying to figure out why it's so huge. Okay, let's go back a little bit. Sorry about that. Yeah, it's better when you see the full picture, right? I don't know what's going on. Anyway, I got too many different cameras and too many lessons. And I have to do the different settings all the time. So here's a picture using the Viltrox. That's what I was using. This is in their field. So I was taking some pictures of some flowers. I got a whole bunch of rain. He didn't. He's a farmer, so he needs rain for his cattle. But anyway, you can see where I try to focus on the flower and I was too close to it. But it focused a little bit further away. If I would have moved an inch up, then that flower would have been in focus. And as you can see, this is nice. This is at the 85 millimeter Viltrox f1.8, and it is, let's see, it's a JPEG file. I'm trying to look at the settings. I'm looking, yeah, 5.6 aperture. I got a shutter speed at 1/250th of a second. And ISO is at 125. But you can see how clear everything is. You can see the veins of the leaves. the different plants around this one. It's just gorgeous. I have nothing to complain about the veil trucks. This is what a $400 lens, which is half the price of the Nikon, and it's sharp too. So this is at 37%. This is some of his cattle on his farm. You can see the little egrets back here, or the cow egrets. So when the cows eat, they stir up the ground, and then the egrets pounce on the worms and stuff, or the insects. And here's another shot of some of his cattle. But you can see how clear everything is. And I'm using the aperture of 5.6. And this is kind of like an overcast day. So I'm not using it open up all the way, but you can see as I take on different pictures. So a dog was friendly, and the cow says, "You're bothering me," and he chased off the dog. So the dog wandered off. Just kind of figuring out what I was trying to do. But here's some more pictures of some flowers. And as you can see, I was in a little bit too close for that picture. And here's another one with two different cows with the birds just right by them. Now this is kind of like, I think, insect thing with on a trailer. But you can see a white bull and the mama cow, and very tiny is her brand new calf, white. And let me see if I can get it real close. Yeah, I do not like this newer version. Of Nikon. Not letting me, yeah. So it gets kind of blurry, but anyhow. So he was tired, he just laid down, but it made me kind of nervous. So I wanted to get closer to them. And both the mama is staying by the calf, and the father is looking at me. So I turned to the right, and I was noticing this other white bull with horns. I says, well, why does this one have horns and the other one didn't? So anyway, and then you can see the egrets all around the cows. And let's see, some more pictures. Some more. So yeah, different types of cows, but it's a good place. The land feeds them pretty much. Oh, here's a great shot of I think that's an Indian paintbrush, but I could be wrong. But I thought that was a pretty flower, and then it's filled with mud and weeds and stuff, but still pretty flower. Now I got everything in focus. So a little, I guess, sunflower or daisy, I don't know. And then the purple ones. I thought that was a neat contrast. If I increase it a little bit. Yeah. So anyway, looks okay. This is all on the Viltrox. There's some more pictures. Isn't that nice? Let's see if I can get it expand. It's not a macro, all right, but I can get pretty good shots of it. And those flowers are small. All right, so here's a cow. And you can see white one back here. There's another white one. There's more shots of some flowers. There's a certain person on Gray's Westminster that taking pictures of flowers. Becky Denese is her name, or Rebecca. And she's a good author also. But she works at Gray's of Westminster. I think her mom worked there too, but now she's married and living in the U.S. But you can see the different pictures around my brother's field, brother and sister-in-law's field. So she's into barrel racing, so is her daughter, Naomi. And in fact, both daughters are in barrel racing. And they're trying to get the youngest one to do that. But you can see all the little birds around the cows looking for a meal. And I'm getting close to the insecticide thing for Sam. But here's some more pictures. And here's one of the new calves following its mom. Here's another picture. And you can see the birds around the young calf too. So they'll take flies and bugs off the calves, or cows too. Now, I was worried about the youngest one. So he's just laying there. He's just tired. After I talked to my brother, he says, yeah, they're kind of weak, but he'll be fine in a couple of days. He's big. He's pretty big for a calf that was just born. And here's another calf with his mom. I hope you're enjoying these pictures. But this is all done on the... now this one, I switched it off with the Nikon. The original lens, just to, compare it with the Viltrox. So that's a Nikon. This is a Viltrox, all right? So I decided to use the Nikon for the sharpness, just to compare. So it is sharper, but you'll notice it's a little bit brighter. So I have it at 5. So it's I think the other aperture, if I looked on the Viltrox, let's see, 5.6. This is at 1.8. Wow. So I went to all the way to 1.8 from 5.6. So 5.6, 1.8. The shutter speed was 1/400th of a second. Oh my goodness. And the ISO was 64. But this is shot on the Z7 II. There's another shot. So you can see with the 1.8 aperture, it's a lot brighter. Now, this is the mama bull. She was getting a little nervous when I was getting close, taking pictures. And of course, I saw a flower, so I said, well, let me take a picture of it. Now, a little thing, I have the videos in the back, so I'm just showing you the pictures first. But this is with okay. So this is with the Sony 85mm. So the difference between a Nikon, all right, so this is Nikon f1.8, and then I went to the Sony with the Megadapt ETZ11 adapter, And this is at f1.8 also. But you notice it's darker, but it's a better lighting and stuff. And I have it at 1/640th of a second. Oh my goodness, 64 ISO. Boy, I really know how to take pictures, don't I? But you can see how sharp and clear it is. And this was all on one camera. 3 different lenses on one camera. And these are set to a side. So these are the bigot calves. He's probably going to sell them. And I did some videos with the Sony, trying to get the kids in action. So let's see what happens. Let me mute my mic real quick.
You need help? Oh, yeah. Do you need help? Got it. Okay. I found police. I see. Be careful, please. Okay. Thank you. That's all. I think that's all. Little baby's chasing little puppy. Baby's chasing little puppy. Can I take a picture with the Easter Bunny ballad?
Go ahead.
There's more eggs on the other side than the side.
More eggs. There's more eggs on the other side. There's more eggs, go guys.
Wait your turn. Wait your turn. Thank you.
So this is a prelude where the mother cow was getting nervous as I was getting closer to the calf. And I was using the Viltrox on this one. So let's watch this video. Boy, it's picking up the eyes and the head. Unreal. This is the Viltrox 85mm f1.8. See the brand on there too. So I'm at f8, 1/250th the shutter speed. ISO is at 160, 200. As I'm panning around, you can see the juddering. That's her calf. I don't know if he's sleeping or not. And of course, this is with the Nikon lens right here. And it's at f8, 1/250th of a second. ISO is at 200. Okay, so this is with the Nikon lens also. You can see how sharp it is. But this is the daddy, the bull. And he was getting nervous of me getting close to the calf. So anyway, let's watch a few more. Is the calf good? Yeah, he's doing good. So anyway, I had a good time there. The food was great. Company was excellent. I wanted to try out the 3 different lenses. They all worked on the Nikon Z7 II. I had some of the settings all messed up, but sorry about that. But what I've reviewed of the Viltrox, it's an excellent lens. May not be as sharp as the Nikkor, but for $400 less, it's no slouch. And I compared it with the a few shots of the Sony. You mainly saw the calves and the little pin that was shot with them, and then also did a little video with the Easter egg hunt. So sometimes with an 85mm, you have to back up to get everybody in the picture. And unfortunately, with the crop, with the Sony and Nikon, it's 127.5mm. With the Canon, with the 1.6 crop, it's 135mm. So you got to remember to move back and forth. It's not like a zoom lens. You're the zoom. You have to move back and forth to get the shot. And I thought I was still pretty far away, but as you can see, with that crop, and on a 4K video with another crop, but the picture quality was excellent on all 3 lenses. I had the aperture wrong on the Nikkor, you know, the native lens for Nikon. But anyhow, hope you enjoyed watching it. Thank you for watching. If you like this type of content, please give me a like, subscribe. Any questions or advice, put it in the comments down below. And as always, stay safe, keep smiling. And until next time, goodbye.